Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live session on Life Simplified. And today we will be talking about the energy and the attitude of possessiveness and how this possessiveness is against the abundant mentality. Now, if we really try to understand the meaning of the word possessiveness, possessiveness basically means that we और I possess something. मतलब मेरा कोई चीज के ऊपर पूरी तरह से हक है. Means I possess, it's my possession. अब आप देखेंगे अक्सर बहुत सारे relationships में unfortunately people take possessiveness as a sign of love. But actually, true love is not possessiveness. Because in possessiveness, you don't really love someone, but you want to possess that person. मतलब आप अपने आप को उस इंसान का ओनर समझने लगते हैं, उसको पूरी तरह से आप possess करने लगते हैं, यानी कि you own that person. Now you also need to understand कि अगर हम लोग कोई चीज को possess कर रहे हैं, as far as it is in relation to human beings, think for a moment, can we really possess another human being? क्या हम लोग कोई और human being को पूरी तरह से possess कर सकते हैं क्या? Not really. That is why do not get confused with the energy or with the word of love versus possessiveness. Possessiveness मतलब मेरा इस इंसान के ऊपर पूरी तरह से हक है. और जब हमारा कोई इंसान के ऊपर हम सोचने लगते हैं कि मेरा हक है या ये इंसान मेरा है, then that actually is against the law of abundance. Because आप अगर सोचेंगे कि ये इंसान पूरी तरह से मेरा है, then you will feel very, very insecure. You will feel very, very jealous or envious even if that person talks properly to another person. अगर कोई इंसान दूसरे इंसान वही वाला, like for example, many people are possessive about their spouses. Like suppose there is a woman who is very possessive about her husband, assuming that this is love. So this actually first of all is not love. But possessiveness में इंसान क्या करता है? If that lady thinks that and if she is very possessive about the husband, तो सोचेगी कि नहीं ये husband मेरा है, मतलब पूरी तरह मेरा है. First of all, we need to understand that we can only possess things. We cannot possess human beings. There are mothers who think that they possess the child. There are women who think that they possess the husband. There are husbands who think that they possess their wife. They can do whatever they want and the wife is theirs. Or the wife thinks that the husband is theirs. And this becomes the root cause of many, many relationship problems which people go through. Now, possessiveness में, why is it connected to lack of abundance? क्योंकि possessiveness में आप जब सोचते हैं कि ये चीज़ पूरी मेरी है, तब आप किसी और से उस चीज को बिल्कुल भी शेयर नहीं कर पाते हैं. Now, as far as it is an object, like for example, suppose I say, oh, this phone is mine. Okay, this phone is mine, I possess it. वहां तक के फिर भी ठीक है कि मैं इससे बहुत अटैच्ड हूँ, ये मेरा फोन है, ठीक है. Why? Because मैंने इस फोन के पूरे पैसे दिए हैं और मैंने इसको ओन अप किया है, तो वहां तक के फिर भी it is okay. But when it comes to human beings, it is not okay. We cannot possess or own कोई भी और ह्यूमन बीइंग को हम लोग पूरी तरह से possess नहीं कर सकते और हम किसी के लिए ये नहीं बोल सकते कि ये इंसान पूरी तरह से मेरा है. Now this is why you will see, a lot of families, they have relationship problems. Like for example, suppose there's a joint family. So mother क्या सोचती है, बच्चा पूरी तरह से मेरा है. तो वो बच्चा अगर किसी और से बात कर ले या किसी और से स्माइल पास कर दे या किसी और के साथ समय स्पेंड कर दे, then the mother gets very possessive और वो अपने बच्चे को खींच लेती है. Once I had seen one lady, she was so possessive about her child कि जिस दिन उसको पता चला कि उसकी मेड, उसका बच्चा उसकी मेड की बहुत बड़ाई कर रहा था एक दिन और उसकी मेड से बहुत ज़्यादा अटैच हो रहा था, तो the mother actually removed the maid next day. ये बोल के कि नहीं ये बहुत ज़्यादा इससे अटैच हो जाएगा तो कल को उसको मेरा नीड ही महसूस नहीं होगा. And she actually fired the maid. The maid was a kind maid. The maid was a loving maid. But because she was kind, she was loving, and the child was getting attracted to her and was giving her respect, the mother didn't digest it. And she thought कि मेरा बच्चा मेरे से जा रहा है या कोई और मेरे को उसको छीन रहा है. So this is a classic example of immense possessiveness. I've seen mothers, sometimes they don't want their child to go to another family with this fear कि अगर ये इससे बहुत अटैच हो गया तो मेरे से तो दूर हो जाएगा. Now this is sheer lack mentality within. This is all a feeling of lack inside कि मेरा बच्चा, मेरा हस्बैंड, मेरी वाइफ, मेरा ये, मेरा वो, ये अगर कोई और उसको देख भी ले, कोई और के पास वो चला भी जाए, इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि this person is going away from you. But if you internally think that you own up this particular soul, so we need to realize that you can own up physical things, physical objects, फिर भी आप own up कर सकते हैं because you have paid for it and then it is completely yours. It is still okay. But when it comes to human beings, हम लोग का कोई हक नहीं बनता कि हम कोई भी ह्यूमन बीइंग को पूरी तरह से, because every human being has, and if you truly love another human being, the only person who possesses a human being is actually God. Or those who have done pranic healing, the only person who possesses us is our higher soul. और किसी का कोई भी पूरी तरह से हक कोई भी नहीं जता सकता. So we need to be careful of this energy. We really need to be careful. Now another example also you will see between spouse. Sometimes husbands, they think that वो अपनी wife को पूरी तरह से possess करते हैं और उनको वो जो भी करेगी she has to ask me or she has to do as per me. Now this is also why, because internally you feel as if you own this another human being. So my friends, let's be abundant, because love is, true manifestation of love is about giving freedom. We need to feel free and we need to allow people to be free. We need to allow people to mingle with other people. We need to allow people to be okay to have more friends. Many times people are possessive about their so-called best friends. So if you are truly in love with your best friend, and if your best friend is getting friendly to another person, and if you say, no, you're my best friend, you cannot talk to this person, you're my best friend, you cannot talk to this another friend, that means आप कहीं ना कहीं इस illusion में है कि इस इंसान को मैं possess करती हूँ. कोई भी इंसान को कोई भी और दूसरा इंसान possess नहीं कर सकता, because as a soul we are all children of God. We all actually in true sense belong to Him. We don't belong to any other human being. Yes, we have relationships. We need to respect our relationships. We are in connection to many, many relationships. But possessing a relationship is not true love. True love gives freedom. True love allows people to be with other people. True love allows people and doesn't feel insecure if your best friend is talking to another best friend. If your spouse is getting friendly to another friend, that is also okay as far as people are friendly to others. But possessiveness में problem क्या होता है? You're constantly creating thoughts कि ये मेरा है and then वो पूरी तरह मेरा है. Yes, वो spouse आपका है, but that doesn't mean that that person cannot give any energy to anybody else. Sometimes people, even you will often see in some families, especially joint families, there is a lot of battle that happens towards the son कि वो mother का सुन रहा है कि wife का सुन रहा है, कौन किसका ownership उसके ऊपर ज़्यादा है. So we are sometimes unfortunately treating relationships as objects when we bring in the energy of possessiveness in that. We cannot possess any other soul. We cannot possess any other human being. This is something we need to remember. Yes, you are married to someone, okay. You have your child, okay. That child is your child, okay. But अगर आप soul के point of view से देखेंगे तो वो बच्चे की physical body के आप caretaker हो. So we on this earth, we are actually just caretakers, and on this earth we are playing different roles of intermingling with another relationship. और अगर आप सोल के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से ये भी देखेंगे, सो व्हाट रिलेशनशिप यू हैव इन दिस इनकारनेशन, मे बी दैट रिलेशनशिप विल बी सम अदर रिलेशनशिप इन अनदर इनकारनेशन. सो मेनी थिंग्स चेंज. सो लेट अस ब्रॉडन द स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ आवर हार्ट. लेट्स नॉट थिंक कि ये मेरा है तो पूरी तरह मेरा है. I have seen families where the wife feels uncomfortable if the husband is getting too attached to the mother. The mother feels very uncomfortable if the son is getting very attached to his wife. Why? Because there is insecurity. And the underlying reason behind this insecurity is actually possessiveness, which is against the principle made by God. And ये attitude से क्या होगा? हमेशा जो भी ये possessiveness अपने दिल में रखेगा, परेशानी उसी को होगी. So anywhere you feel that you are crossing the line of being extremely possessive about someone, you need to stop. Why you need to stop? Because unfortunately वो सारी चीज़ें जिससे हम बहुत ज़्यादा अटैच्ड है और बहुत ज़्यादा होल्ड करके रखते हैं और बहुत ज़्यादा possessive है, unfortunately God or the great ones will force us to leave that. Why? Because we are going on wrong track. तो जब हम लोग रॉन्ग ट्रैक पे जाते हैं अपनी भलाई के लिए, वही रिलेशनशिप जो हम लोग के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा क्लोज है और हम लोग बहुत ज़्यादा पॉजेसिव हो रहे हैं, वही हम लोग से दूर चली जाएगी. Why? Because karmically we are crossing the line. We are letting many things come over and we are becoming too attached to that particular relationship जो कभी कभी हम लोग को अंधा बना देता है. So if you don't want to suffocate another human being out of your possessiveness, because love is never suffocating. True love makes us feel free, whereas possessiveness makes us feel suffocated. So वो relationship जिस पे आप लोग बहुत ज़्यादा हक जताते हैं, तो इसका फ्लिप साइड ये होता है कि दैट पर्सन जिसके ऊपर आप हक जता रहे हैं, दैट पर्सन स्टार्ट्स फीलिंग सफोकेटेड. एंड व्हेन दैट पर्सन स्टार्ट्स फीलिंग सफोकेटेड, वो सबकॉन्शियसली ऑलरेडी विचार बनाने लग गया है कि मुझे इस रिलेशनशिप से दूर भागना है. You know, many of us might have felt this with our parents. So sometimes our parents try to own us a lot and we start creating thoughts ki no, mom, go away from me, you're doing it too much, you're overdoing it. Dad, go away from me, you're doing it too much. सो सबकॉन्शियसली क्या होती है, तो हम बोल देते हैं, प्यार से बोल भी देते हैं, बट दिस हैपन्स इन मैनी अदर रिलेशनशिप्स जहाँ पे अगर हम लोग बहुत पॉजिटिवनेस उस रिलेशनशिप पे दिखाएंगे, सबकॉन्शियसली दैट पर्सन विल स्टार्ट मेकिंग थॉट्स ऑफ कीपिंग अस अवे. इसीलिए आप देखेंगे इवन बिटवीन हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ, से फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ द वाइफ इज बीइंग वेरी पॉजिटिव अबाउट द हस्बैंड, देन द हस्बैंड स्टार्ट्स मेकिंग थॉट्स कि हे यू स्टे अवे, और वो स्पेस डिमांड करने लगता है. तो हस्बैंड जब स्पेस डिमांड करता है तो वाइफ क्या करती है, और ज़्यादा क्लोज जाती है, बिकॉज द इनसिक्योरिटी विल इंक्रीज, क्योंकि उसको लगता है कि नो माय हस्बैंड डजंट लव मी एनीमोर. तो वो द वाइफ पुशेस हरसेल्फ मोर ऑन द हस्बैंड, देन द हस्बैंड विल डिमांड मोर स्पेस. और फिर वो स्पेस जो होती है डिमांड करने जाते हैं, इट इज एक्चुअली सबकॉन्शियसली द पर्सन वांटिंग टू स्टे अवे. द पर्सन इज नॉट वांटिंग टू स्टे अवे फ्रॉम यू, द पर्सन इज जस्ट वांटिंग टू स्टे अवे फ्रॉम possessiveness. So anytime we cross the line of becoming overly possessive about anyone, it could be your friends, it could be your mentors. I've also seen even in pranic healing it happens sometimes. Some students, they are very attached to their trainers and their trainers are very loving towards them. So when they see that trainer talking lovingly to somebody else, then these students, they feel very upset. Why? Because you don't want to share. You think कि वो trainer मेरा है, वो trainer आपका है, yes, बट सिर्फ आपका है, नो, वो ट्रेनर तो बहुत लोग के लिए ट्रेनर है. उसी तरह से कोई मदर है, वो आपकी मदर है, यस, बट इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि वो दूसरों की मदर नहीं है. सो वॉट एवर यू हैव डजंट मीन दैट यू हैव ऑल द सोल राइट ऑन इट. आप पूरे हकदार नहीं है उस लव के, उस अफेक्शन के. मैनी अदर पीपल डिजर्व दैट लव, डिजर्व दैट अफेक्शन. So if you are feeling internally, oh this person talks to that person also more, और अंदर से आपको लगता है, oh मेरा तो अब कम हो जाएगा, it is basically a reflection that कहीं ना कहीं you are becoming possessive about that person. And I repeat, जो भी इंसान के लिए आप possessive हो जाएंगे, वही इंसान आपके साथ suffocated feel करेगा और आपसे दूर जाने की कोशिश करेगा. And you will not like that. And that is where suffering happens. So if you don't want it to go there, let people be. Allow people to be. If they come to you out of their own happiness, out of their own joy, it's okay. If they need little space, and ऐसा कहीं पर नहीं लिखा है कि you have full rights over another human being. You only have full rights over your property, your physical objects, not souls. Nobody has full right on the soul. That right is only reserved for our higher souls and the Supreme God. Alright, so today before we close, let us do a small healing and let's let go of all the thoughts of where we feel very possessive about some relationships that we are excessively attached to. और अक्सर आप देखेंगे वही रिलेशनशिप जिससे आप एक्सेसिवली अटैच्ड हैं, एक्सेसिवली पोजेसिव है, हम लोग को पेन, सफरिंग, इमोशनल पेन, इमोशनल सफरिंग भी उसी रिलेशनशिप से आती है. So let that relationship be a joyous relationship, a happy relationship, a relationship full of love, not a relationship of possessiveness, of owning things. Nobody owns each other. Okay, so let us now do some prayers and some affirmations to let go of this energy, and let's have a bigger heart. Let's have abundance, that it's okay if this person loves me, and if this person loves another friend also, it's okay. अपने हार्ट को थोड़ा सा और बड़ा करिए. This is abundance mentality. If one person gives you a lot of attention, लेकिन वही इंसान किसी और को भी attention दे रहा है, don't feel bad about it. Allow your heart to expand and you tell yourself that I'm happy to receive this person's attention. That doesn't mean that this person cannot give attention to somebody else. You don't have sole rights over that person. So let your heart chakras expand, and whatever you get, you be happy with that. And वो इंसान कितने लोगों के साथ अपना लव शेयर करना चाहता है, that is that person's choice. And we don't own any other soul, not even our children. Okay, so let us now do a small healing and prayer before we close. So be aware of your heart, be aware of your crown chakra. Heart is in the center of the chest area, crown chakra on the center of the head area. Take a deep breath. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to the healing angels, thank you for your presence. To Grandmaster Chow Foksui, thank you for your presence. May all the negative thoughts, negative emotions, negative energies, may all the attitudes of possessiveness in my aura, in my chakras, in my being, I let go of all these energies of excessive possessiveness, especially towards human beings. We are all souls, and we are all children of God, and we all have the freedom to share our love with many, many people. Just mentally say, I let go of all the possessiveness within me. I let go. I am the soul, and I let go of this possessiveness. I let go. I let go. I let go. I let go. This is not true love. This is selfish love. And I let go of this selfishness. I let go of any form of selfishness in my being. Thank you, God, for blessing all of us with generosity on the emotional level. Thank you for blessing us with the ability to not feel bad when others also get attention, especially through people whom we are attached to. Thank you for blessing us with generous hearts so that we allow others to be happy, especially with the people who are close to us. Thank you, God, for blessing us with immense generosity and true understanding of love. May we be blessed with divine love. So be it. Gently open your eyes. All right. So thank you very much for joining in. I hope this session is helpful. Do share in the comment box that what did you realize? What do you think you are possessive of? And let us all grow our emotional generosity. Let's share and let people share their happiness, their joy, their attention. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि आपके प्रेजेंस में सामने वाले को किसी और को कॉम्प्लीमेंट देने में भी डर लग रहा है. Have you seen sometimes आप किसी से अच्छे से बात कर ले तो सामने वाला ऐसा नजर मारता है as if you are trying to steal somebody's love. No, it's not like that. So let people free, and true love is about freedom of letting people be. Thank you very much for joining in. Atma Namaste.